This is a General Electric 6050 BTU air conditioner from 2014. It's got a, I think it's pronounced Quingan or Kingan or something like that. I don't know for sure, but R410A. To show you the information sticker. 6050 BTU. EER of 11.2, which is pretty good. 4.9 amps. Does it say watts on there? Yeah, 540 watts. And it was manufactured in January of 2014. I also have an 8100 BTU version of this air conditioner, which was made in 2014 as well. And it has a GREE branded compressor. And these units from these General Electric units from this era were manufactured by GREE, which is the same company that makes the Soleus air conditioners. And these are good units. GREE has made some crappy stuff. Their dehumidifiers are terrible, but that goes for pretty much any modern dehumidifier. But these air conditioners are not bad. The 8100 BTU version of this will really cool a big room down quickly. This one will cool an appropriately sized room down quickly as well. It's got the GFCI plug on it. And I got it set to amps. Of course, we got a little bit of a draw because this has electronic controls. And it has a remote. Try and show you inside of the unit with my flashlight. You can see, as usual, there's a little bit of rust down there. It's probably hard to see from this side, but part of the condenser is actually it runs across the bottom of the unit, so it gets covered in water, and that is all that does is cause rust. It's supposed to make it more efficient, but really it just causes rust, and eventually that will cause a refrigerant leak. So the best way to prevent that with these is drill a drain hole. I have to take this one apart again because I want to clean it. The condenser coil really isn't dirty. I'll try and show you from this angle. Yeah, there's plenty of light going through that. It's really not that dirty, but there's some crap on it, so I want to clean it good. And you look down in there. It doesn't look bad. It is a little dirty. I've never cleaned this one before, so it's got a KB branded fan motor, rated at 0.65 amps. So I will go ahead and run this thing. If it doesn't start the compressor, I'll get the heater. And these things, the display, it'll show the set temperature when you set it, and then it'll go to the current room temperature. And these always start on energy saver mode, and I can't stand that, so I always switch them to cool right away. Let's turn it on. Go low and cool. I'm gonna wait for that room temperature to go up. It's actually going down. I guess it's not very warm down here. Let's go to fan only for now. And it still shows you the current room temperature when it's on fan only. It's our motor current draw on low speed. Let's go up to medium. Didn't really change much. Here is high. And back to low. See if the remote works. Looks like the battery is dead in this thing. Yeah, it's not doing anything, so I'll have to change the batteries in this. Hope they're not leaking now. They're just the probably the original batteries that came with this thing. I'm sure they're completely dead. Alright, so our room temp is going down. I'm going to have to put the heater in front of this. And it went back to energy saver again, so we'll put it to cool. Temperature's all the way down to 64, that's the lowest it'll go. Turn the heater on so we can get this thing to start. And that temperature should start climbing up. There it goes. And there we go, it's running. Sounds pretty good. Runs real smooth. These Queen compressors are used in a lot of air conditioners nowadays. Yeah, I've seen them used in the DA air conditioners. Haier uses them all the time. And of course the current General Electric air conditioners are made by Haier. These were made by Gree. And yeah, it's a very common compressor nowadays. This is getting warm. I'm getting pretty good airflow through this. It's starting to get cold. Pulling 3.10 amps and 360 watts. I'm going to let it run on low for a while and then I'll turn it up to medium and high. This does have a timer on it, which is nice. The 6050 version is a little bit quieter than the 8100 BTU. That one has a faster fan than this one does, and it's getting nice and cold now. Go up to medium. And high speed. I just put new batteries in the remote. I had this spare remote. Pretty sure the batteries in it were still good, but it doesn't have the magnet on it like the original one does. This one got a magnet on it, so it can stick to the side. Let's see if it works now. Yep, it does. That's good. Take some temperature readings with the infrared thermometer. That is the surface temperature of the compressor. About 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's what the evaporator, or not the and that's what the condenser coil is at. And that's what the surface temperature of that output vent is. Pretty good. I'm sure if I was using the thermocouple on my Fluke meter, it would be different, because this doesn't really measure air temperature, it just measures surface temperature. That's pretty good. And that's what our amp draw is at low speed after it's been running for a while now. It's bouncing back and forth between 3.52 and 3.54. It's not really going above that at all. And our actual air output temperature is 41.1, which is pretty good especially considering there's a heater in front of it that's blowing right into it. Let's go up to medium. And high. See what it does on auto. Staying on high. Turned off the heater. I want to see what the air temperature goes down to. That's going down, so it's probably not going to run much longer. It's around 38 degrees or so. And there you go. That is the 6050 BTU GE air conditioner from 2014.